to my computer. All right. So we'll start right now. And here we go. Hi, everyone. My name is Wendy Susan Richmond, and I am the founder and CEO of the WSR Results Matter Enterprises. And we do a lot of cool things here. And one of the things that I am passionate about is helping small businesses and getting the word out about them. And I met this wonderful gentleman at a chamber event recently. And I'd like to introduce Todd Cederholm, who is he's the owner and the merchant services company Paystream. So hi, Todd, welcome.
Hi, Wendy. How are you? Thank you for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. So we're going to get started here. I want everybody to learn more about you and what you do. And so let's get started. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So Todd, tell us about Paystream. Like, what does Paystream do?
Okay. Paystream is an innovative payment processor and full service merchant provider. Basically, what we do is we provide payments and customized business solutions where we help businesses succeed in this complex, unforgiving global marketplace.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Now, how did you actually get started with merchant services business?
Okay. So what happened was I've been in the restaurant business essentially for the last 30 years. And when COVID hit, we really had to do a deep dive into our restaurant and our business model. So one of the things that we realized was that our credit card processing fees were eating up about 3.5% of our profits. So I did a big deep dive into that industry and into that world. And what I really kind of found out and learned, I learned a lot of different ways to be able to save money for my restaurant, as well as about the industry as a whole. And through the process and talking to a lot of other business owners, what I found was a lot of business owners didn't quite understand merchant processing and payments. And, it's kind of a lesser of evils because, you have to have it in order to accept payments in the business, and you have to accept credit cards, otherwise, it's real difficult to survive in a cash only environment. So, it's a lesser of lesser evils because you have to have it. So, and what I found is a lot of these business owners just don't really know it or understand that business. So got everything kind of figured out, righted the ship in the restaurant, kind of worked it out so that we were able to recuperate a lot of that money that we were losing in those processing fees. And while I was going through that, I just said, you know what? I think it's time to get back to these businesses and help a lot of these business owners and, and educate them on, payroll, on merchant services and, help them out and save them a bunch of money.
All right. So was that your first objective when you started your business?
It was. That was a big part of the objective, as well as customer satisfaction. Coming from the restaurant business, almost everything that we do is geared around a customer relation and driving a hospitality and customer service. So, I firmly believe that, the world has kind of shifted away from that a little bit. And, in order to succeed in business, you need happy customers. So by focusing on customer satisfaction, not only gives back to the business that I'm servicing, but it in turn allows them to provide a better customer experience to their customers as well.
Nice, nice. And so tell me more about the services that you offer.
So our main focus and core of business is setting up businesses to handle the acceptance of payments across a wide spectrum of businesses throughout better payment solutions. In addition to payments processing, specialize in level 3 processing, which is a way of identifying certain types of credit cards to then be able to apply line item information to that transaction, where we can actually lower the interchange rate on those actual credit cards by 1 to 1.5%, depending on the type of card and the size of that transaction. So we also provide a wide range of point of sale options that also cater to the hospitality industry. We also go into retail, e-commerce. We also provide a gateway for those types of businesses that are looking to accept payments outside of a standard brick and mortar kind of operation, somewhere that does a little bit more invoicing and billing, who wants to accept payments that way. And we have some other great features too. We have a buy now, pay later program. We do accounting software, payment integration, along with optimization. We also have a Bitcoin payment acceptance, and we're just about to roll out a CRM system that's going to be really, really great for a lot of businesses.
Nice. Oh my gosh, that sounds so exciting.
A lot of
So,
stuff.
yeah. Oh my gosh, that's great. So what types of businesses does Paystream work with, and do you specialize in servicing a specific business type?
We do. One of our two main core verticals that we go after, one is in the hospitality industry. And the reason being is I come from that business. So I know that industry inside and out, from working in restaurants, hotels, anything that has to do with the hospitality industry. So we built a strong portfolio of several different preferred partnerships with a few point of sale systems out there that can really generate some customization to what it is that business owner in those restaurants or hotels are actually looking to achieve.
Okay.
In terms of, payroll, in terms of their inventory, in terms of controlling their cost of goods, the flow of production, menu, recipe builders, et cetera, et cetera. So we have a lot of flexibility with the different types of POS systems that we work. The second vertical that we really go after are business to business and business to government types of businesses. And the reason being, this is where the level 3 transaction takes place, because a lot of these businesses have a very high transaction value. And what happens is that Visa and MasterCard, they've set specific interchange rates for those credit cards, and they're pretty much non-negotiable. So with our proprietary technology, what we can do is we can inject that into the gateway that they're using for their payments processing, and we can identify those specific types of credit cards that would qualify for level 2 and level 3 processing. And when we do that, we inject certain information that allows now that Visa, MasterCard have agreed to be able to take that card from a 2.6 interchange rate down to a 1.25 interchange rate. And we can save businesses straight off of the interchange anywhere from 1 to 1.5%. It's quite fascinating. And this is before the processor even sinks their teeth into the markup.
Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, there's so much to this, and
It is.
so, but I love it. So is that, like, and again, I'm a laywoman, right? As far as like, how do you help out a business? So maybe you've already answered that, and you probably have. It's just like, if you were kind of to say it again, like really, how do you help out?
Yeah. So what we really do and focus on, and as I said earlier, was the customer satisfaction and working with the business. So what we really do is we provide a white glove service along with our competitive pricing and level 3 processing. We really do give back to that business, and is what most merchants providers really fall short on. So we have the technology to eliminate your processing fees altogether, giving you back those lost profits that you're losing in those processing fees from other merchants. We do a lot of other exciting stuff, like I said, with the level 3 optimization, where we lower those interchange rates. But essentially at the end of it, our main focus is really getting to know the business, getting to know the business owner, really kind of providing that white glove service and building some custom solutions and providing those areas where they can really excel, get back to doing what they do best, which is focusing on their customers. Let us handle the back end of it, and let us work with you. We also have account managers that we assign to specific accounts, so that we ensure that is customer service and white glove is always being adhered to.
Nice. And so that would be, how I guess one of the main reasons or ways that you are different than other processors.
Yeah. So, like I said, the entire focus is on the business and the business owners, and, providing those services that routinely are not found and or received from the traditional merchant processors. Our customer service and proprietary technology, it just gives back to that business, which then in turn allows them to give better customer service and experience to their guests, because they're not having to worry anymore about their processing. Is it going to go down? Is it stable? If something happens, can I get somebody on the phone? And these other big companies, Square and stuff like that, you just don't get that customer service. And where we're different is we're actually, we're not a sales agent of another processor. We are the actual processor. So you have a direct relationship with us. Whereas if something goes wrong, you contact me. And I give you my personal cell phone number. You can call me anytime. And like I said, we have account managers too that actually oversee and make sure that your accounts are running smoothly.
Oh,
We are
nice.
month to month. We have no
Okay.
annual fees, no terminal leases, and we provide PCI compliance, fraud protection, along with assisting and chargeback disputes as well.
Nice. Oh my gosh. Okay. So with the current financial situation taking place right now, how do you see business maintaining profits and keeping their doors open?
I love this question. And right now is a really, really crazy time for everybody in every business. And, as we know, inflation is just skyrocketing out of control. The cost of goods are rising out of control. And, what is a business to do? And, the first immediate answer is we have to raise prices. Well, unfortunately, the way that the inflation and the cost of goods is rising at such an alarming rate, you just can't raise your prices and price your way out of it. So what a business owner really has to do is kind of dig deep into their business and figure out where is it that I can save money and put it back to the bottom line and return the profits that I'm losing with the rise of inflation and cost of goods. So here's where we come in. Processing is, in most businesses, the third or fourth highest expense that a business has. The beauty of this is that anywhere that you can save and shave money on that, it actually goes right to your bottom line in pure profit. For example, if you're processing $100,000 a month and you're currently paying 2.5% in your processing fees, you're paying $2,500 a month. If you were able to eliminate those processing fees through our technology that we can provide to you, and you were able to recoup that, you would be putting back into the business in pure profit $30,000 just like that right back into your business. So businesses really need to be kind of, educated in what's happening, and they really need to kind of work with a processor who really has their back.
Yeah, absolutely. Because everybody takes, credit cards and things like that. So I see this as a must for sure. So
It
now,
is.
yeah. So walk me through the process of starting, to start processing with Paystream.
Sure. So what we like to do is we like to actually meet with the client and kind of just have a consultation where we just determine if we are even able to help them. Really just get to know them, get to know their business. We want to find out what the good, what the bad is, what their pain points is, what they like with their current processor, what they don't like with their current processor. And then what we do is we kind of come up with a game plan and strategically plan how we can still achieve everything that you liked, and none of that will get disrupted, provide you better technology, a better payment solution to take away all those pain points that you have. And then we just, after that, once we do that, we do what we call as a cost savings analysis, where we would actually take one of your most recent statements. And when we go through that statement, what we're looking for and identifying is any hidden fees or any exuberant fees that they may be applying, such as an annual fee or a monthly processing volume fee. A lot of these processors, they like to put in a lot of these, what we call ancillary fees that don't need to be there. We believe that if a processor is going to mark up the interchange rates, well, that's then where they should be saving their money, or provide a way to lower that interchange rate through level 2 and level 3 optimization. We don't believe that we should be having contracts. If we're doing our job right, we don't need to lock you into a 3-year agreement. We don't need to have a lease on a terminal that only costs $250. If it's a simple store and they're just using a simple terminal, a lot of the times we see when we do these cost savings analysis on these statements that these businesses are paying $75 a month to lease a terminal that costs $250. And it's bad business practice, in my opinion, and I don't think it's right.
Yep.
So once that's done, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so then once all that is done, what we do next is we send out an application which also explains the fees, the rates that you're going to pay. Everything is transparent. We send that to underwriting. Underwriting approves it, and next thing you go is deployment, and you're off. Very simple process.
All right, sounds good. And a question I also wanted to know is that, are you mostly local, or can you actually help folks that are across the country?
We can. We are a local company here out of Fairlawn. We focus a lot of our day-to-day brick and mortar to stay local. When we get into a little bit more of the level 3 and level 2 optimization, it's a little bit more B2B and B2 government, and that we're actually doing nationwide, and we can help businesses all over the country. So I could do businesses anywhere, to be honest with you, but for the standard merchant processing for a local business restaurant, I like to stay local, and I want to work with them directly and get to know those business owners. For businesses that, like I said, are big high ticket items and business to business manufacturers, fleet companies, any type of business contractor, we can do that nationally. And same thing, we'll get to know them through Zooms, and we'll be able to service them and save them a lot of money.
And yeah, great. And also a question too about, because I'm sure this is what is on the minds of a lot of folks who'll be watching this, is that, okay, I have my current processor, because most do,
Yep.
right? And how difficult is it to switch?
It's not difficult at all. It's very easy, actually. It takes a little bit of time, a couple hours, if that, depending on the complexity of what we're actually doing. If it's a standard restaurant that only has, one POS system with one terminal, it's very quickly. It takes an afternoon. We'll show up. We'll actually do the install for you as soon as the product arrives. If it's a retail store and we're just putting in a simple terminal pin pad, it's very easy. We just connect it to the internet. We have we just have to do a download, which usually happens in the office, and you're off and you're ready to go. If we're getting into something a little bit more complex that has an integration into another type of POS system or a SaaS type of technology, those can get a little bit more involved, where we actually have to call into our, into the processor, make sure that the companies are communicating correctly. And but overall, it takes about 10 minutes to fill out the application. It takes usually about a day, depending on the account, to hear back from underwriting. We just have to submit some company standard documents, bank statement, and voila, we're done.
All right. Oh, that sounds nice and easy. We like that. So now, actually, how do people get a hold of you and Paystream?
Great. So one of the easiest ways to find us is through our website, which is mypaystream.com, or you can simply call me on my cell at 646-245-8881. And my email address is Todd, TODD, at mypaystream.com.
All right, very good. And since Todd, I actually I put my hands on and I heard some like during the answer to that question. So I'm going to ask it again, and I'm going to have you answer it again. Okay, so we can get this. This is like, can't be messing up this part. So all right, so let's talk again. All right, so wonderful, Todd. This has been very informative. How does someone get a hold of you? Get a hold of you and Paystream?
Great, thank you. So the easiest way to do it was, you could just find us right on our website, which is mypaystream.com, or you can email me at Todd, TODD, at mypaystream.com. My cell phone is also 646-245-8881. It's a direct link to me. And yeah, let's talk.
I tried to hold it the whole time. Oh my God, you're gonna have to do it one more time.
No problem. Am I doing it okay, or should I do it differently?
No, that's fine. That's perfect. It's just, okay, I was just like, oh my God, please. And I'm like, oh no. I couldn't mute myself fast enough, though. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh.
No problem.
All right. Gotta love this stuff. Okay. So let's do this one last time. All right, here we go. So this has been great, Todd. And so, tell everyone, how do they get a hold of you and Paystream?
Great. Thanks, Wendy. So we can be reached on our website at mypaystream.com. That's MAYPAYSTREAM.com. You can also send me an email if you'd like at Todd, TODD at mypaystream.com, or shoot me a text, give me a call, 646-245-8881.
All right, this has been wonderful. So again, thank you so much, Todd, from Paystream, and it's been very, very informative. A lot of great information. I'm gonna have to watch this again so I can get all the valuable information that you gave to us. So again, thanks so much for being here.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it, Wendy. Have a great day.
You too.